Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Uconn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Huskies ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it out. It's Lopez. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So Sam Houston's offense will have the football first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Man, let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
He leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. Off the play fake. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On the ground, it's Tootin. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and next going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Bearcats. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Connecticut's offense will get the ball for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Let's talk a little bit about Sam Houston. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs. And they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Snags it quickly on the way. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Southern Miss answered the bell away from Roberts Stadium today with an impressive victory. The Golden Eagles knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. On the ground, it's Claiborne. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Uconn will have to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo. The give. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. Turning it on. My, oh my, 41 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Wilkins. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They'll go back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Let's talk just for a moment about Sam Houston. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
21, Uconn, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Uconn offense goes back to work. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Claiborne. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season champ.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off-play action on first down. Unleashes it on the run. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one, man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Trying to barge in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He stopped again. They tried to convert this short yardage with the running game, and it had 0 success. It's 4th down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Uconn. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Takes the handoff, it's Uconn. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the Bearcats and makes it just around the 30-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Claiborne. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 1st down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Claiborne. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. There's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grab, go to the middle. It's Spears. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him to force him out of bounds and no gain on the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing.
Uconn going back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Claiborne. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. To the air on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Claiborne. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Uconn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Got the quick completion. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Bearcats want to move quickly. He'll keep it himself. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Got it in the middle. It's Wilkins. They make the stop at the 37, but not before. He's got 10 yards and the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
28, Uconn, 9.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Uconn offense goes back to work. Complete. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. gives it on the option. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They'll give it to him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Punts it out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Uconn will have to punt it away. And it'll be down right there. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. They go to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Right back to the well. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He'll throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Spears. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Grab behind the line, it's Spears. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And his throw is incomplete. This should be the last play of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Looking for more room. At the 20. Touchdown, Sam Houston. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. The Red Hawks of Miami look like a serious force in a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Under fire. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the catch. It's Spears. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. That's caught. It's Spears. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their